Hey guys, so I know you've all probably seen a lot of my posts about coming home and leaving Tulsa, but I just wanted to take a second to really talk about how awesome this move was for me, and maybe it'll help somebody who is out there trying to decide what to do with their life. I am sick right now, so I did not go to Tulsa and magically turn into a man. So anyway, this whole year has been absolutely crazy for me. When people ask me why I moved to Tulsa, a lot of times I just kind of shrug my shoulders because in all actuality, it kind of was on a whim. I just got out of a bad relationship. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my career, with my degree. I didn't know if grad school is what I wanted to do. I didn't love the higher ups at my current job that I was at. I was kind of lost in this middle ground of like, I did the school thing, school's over, now what do I do? So I moved here. And it was honestly the best decision I've ever made. It really caused my cat's back there playing. Thanks, Clippy. You go, girl. Obviously, I've picked up ADD worse than before. No, anyway, yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect when I got here, but since moving here, I've had to grow up a lot. I kind of had to relearn who I wanted to be and what kind of person I wanted to be, and moving forward out of the relationship I was in, just kind of fall back in love with myself, not really realizing or knowing who that was. And so being here, being far away from home was hard. Like, I'm not going to play. It was really hard. I missed out on Kira's graduation party, and just like I feel like I missed out on things. A lot of Hazel's first year of being here, and being here made me realize how hard it is to miss out on things, and so it gave me a really big appreciation for how much my family has been to everything, how my grandparents never missed a choir concert or any of that, and sacrificing some of their own adventures because they wanted to be a part of mine. And so that was one big lesson that I learned here, is to be really appreciative for the sacrifices that other people make for you. The other piece of this is I was worried about my friends back at home and whether or not I was going to be able to stay in contact with them. And I've actually probably talked to my friends back at home more than I've talked to them when we were all in the same place. I think we really just take for granted when our friends are around the corner. Like Megan and I lived so close for so long, and we probably saw each other like 4 times in a whole year. But I've talked more to her than I have ever over the phone. I've gotten, it's just things like that where I think my friends and I realized that, like, things take effort, whether you're 5 minutes away, you're 12 hours away, whatever it may be, like, things take effort. And so I'm really grateful that I had this experience to really realize that, like, the people in my life are really awesome people, and I'm really, really blessed with the friends I have, and the friends that I've made here. I absolutely adore the people that I've met here. Kyle's group of friends are some of the greatest humans that I've ever met. My work family, a very tough store to work at. We just have learned to, like, support each other. So I'm really grateful that I've learned that where the effort is where it's going to happen. Calliope, does that look like a scratching post? Hey, it doesn't. Sorry. I'm going to have to be a cat mom. You guys get it, The biggest thing and the biggest point of all of this is that I've never seen God so apparent in my life. I've never seen or been able to realize like how much trusting in God lets God work. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do when I moved here. I wasn't sure if I'd find a church. I wasn't sure, honestly wasn't really sure where me and God were at when I moved here. But I just, when I moved here, I said, you know what, God, like, you and I need to get back to where we were. And the ability to let God take over my life and like take over exactly what he wanted to do was the best thing for me. I found my first Sunday out. I found a church home that I loved. Foundations Church has been awesome. I got to connect with Shannon through that. Being the worship leader, I like found another big brother, which was incredible. And Foundations was just an incredible place. Pastor Justin was amazing in my walk, Kyle's walk. I have a firm belief that Justin is a really big part of why Kyle came back to church. So shout out and thank you. But I just, I got this really overwhelming feeling that I needed to go to grad school. And so the more I prayed about it, the more it just seemed right. And God opened door after door after door. And I got accepted to all 4 grad schools I applied to. And UWM just really seemed like the place for me. And even though there are some things that are still up in the air with that, it just feels like God's been so intertwined in all this that there's just no way it's not going to happen. So I'm going to continue to just let him take over that one, because there's nothing that I can do to control the stuff that is unknown. So I know this is a really long video, but it was hard to just put this all in one post, which is why it's a video. But I think another part of moving here that was so amazing is obviously finding the love of my life, finding someone who makes me laugh, someone who holds me accountable, somebody who prays with me, somebody who reminds me to live in the moment, like my cat does. Just kidding. But just finding someone that's my other half that really does compliment me so well. And anyway, the point of this video is for anybody out there who's at a crossroads, who really says, I don't know what I'm supposed to do in life, because that's where I was. I was like, man, I feel crappy. I feel like I don't know where I want to go. I don't know what I want to do. I'm just a mid-20-year-old, like, with no idea of what's ahead of them, and feeling a lot of pressure from just everybody, not even purposeful pressure, but just pressure that we're supposed to have it together, and we're supposed to start getting it together, and feeling like we don't have it together. Like, if you're feeling like you need to go on an adventure, go on an adventure. Like, I'm completely a firm believer that every adventure is meant to be something that's going to grow you and change you. It brought me a lot of gratefulness for the people in my life, taught me a lot about intentionality in every relationship that I have, and it's really opened my eyes to who I want to be, who I am, like what I'm proud of in myself, and it's been a really good journey. So that's kind of my whole point of making this video, is just to encourage anyone who's in the place that I am, like 25 years old and feeling a little lost, like, go get even more lost. That sounds so cliche, but go get more lost, because it's a way better adventure than just feeling lost. Just get lost, and I promise things are gonna really become clear. I've been so blessed throughout this entire process and through this entire year. Tulsa's always gonna have like a super special place in my heart forever. Oh my goodness, I'm getting emotional. Look at me. I didn't think that was gonna happen. But I am. I'm really blessed to have come here, and leaving the people that I have to leave is gonna be really hard. But the next adventure is right ahead of me. So I'm really excited. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been a huge support. My parents and everyone from back home that's been praying for me and stalking me on Facebook. I love all of you guys. I just want to say thank you to everybody here. I mean, Kyle's family has welcomed me with open arms, and they don't hate me for taking their son and brother far, far away, and that's huge. So thank you. I want to thank just my whole Starbucks family for being amazing. Kyle's friends, you guys are some of the most genuine, wonderful people I've ever met, and it's time to go though. So thank you to everybody. I love you guys so much, and on to the next adventure. So bye. Also, Lori and Ashley, I love you guys so much, and I saved it till the end because I'm gonna cry a lot harder if I talk about you guys. So I love you guys.